What's up, gang? So, for Wednesday, just to kind of aid or maybe add to the work we're doing with our lower body and the back squats and to prep us for some of the lower body work in the workout, we're going to use a couple of constraints that we have here and play with some variations of duck walking. So, a duck walk is just kind of walking around in the bottom of the squat. A lot of ways you can do it, and first and foremost, you just want to make sure that as you do it, it feels good or safe on your knees and ankles. If not, don't push it, listen to your body. But if it does, we are given the constraint of our 10 by 10 square here, and the idea is you're just going to walk around in it. We'll have some equipment out for the workout. Make sure you're being safe, like if there's anyone who's in the square next door, squatting or something, you don't want to have weight dropped on you. But all things considered, all we're going to try and do is just walk around in our square here. I'm going to give you some basic ideas and then maybe some freedom to explore. But all we're going to do here is to walk, like I said, in the bottom of the squat. You can do this in kind of like a bouncing nature. I think this can sometimes be nicer if your hips or your ankles are a little bit tight. But it's one of these things where you just kind of use that natural bounce, and as you rebound up, you take a step forward. If you're feeling a little bit more mobile and controlled down here, you can always just kind of stay low and try and mimic like a normal walking gait. You can also, I think, get a fair amount of work done just by kind of transferring your weight to the side and using a little bit of assistance on your hands. If the ankles, knees, hips are a little bit more tender or stiff, that might be a way to do it. But maybe, after a few rounds of walking around, what I want you to try and do is think about incorporating some of the other drills that we do in the gym. That can be holds in the bottom of the squat, like a pistol or some bouncing on the balls of your feet. It can also include getting onto the floor and doing some things like 90-90 rotations or even just sitting on your shins. So I'm going to walk around here maybe for 30, 40 seconds or something like that, just trying to include some of the stuff. Your basic idea is to have no real plan and just kind of let it unfold as you go and just make things or try and keep things as smooth as you can on the transitions and on the changes from move to move. So let's get down. Move to some pistols on each side. Maybe even come up onto the ball of your feet if that's accessible to you. We're on the balls of your feet. Drop down to the knees. Maybe get a bit of a stretch. You've seen Jack. You can go all the way back to the ground, I think without hands. If that's in your wheelhouse, make it happen. Maybe you're walking around, you get flat-footed, and you think, I'm going to place a hand down, I'm going to move to some of these 90-90 rotations. Back and forth. After a few of those, you can use the hand, pop yourself back up to the squat position, and begin duck walking again. Lots of freedom here. All we're really looking to do is to gently expose the ankles, knees, hips, feet to some basic stresses, but maybe in a less structured manner, and just kind of prepare things and supplement some of the strength that we're doing with the squats. Enjoy!